You don't get respect by asking for it. You get it by becoming someone who doesn't need to ask. Most people spend their lives hoping to be respected. Pick-yourselfers build habits that demand it, without saying a word. If you want to walk into any room and shift the energy, these are the habits that do it. Welcome to Pick Yourself for Success, where we help you step out of your head and into your greatness. Let's get into it. Habit 1. Holding unshakable eye contact. Most people flinch. They look away. They glance down, over, or past you. Not because they're weak, but because somewhere along the way, they were taught to shrink, not you. You're not auditioning for approval. You're not hiding guilt or insecurity behind darting eyes. You hold your gaze because you hold your ground. Eye contact is primal. It communicates dominance, sincerity, confidence, without a single word. And here's the secret. You're not just looking at them. You're looking through the masks, into the truth, into their character, their intentions, their alignment with your vision. This habit shifts power. It doesn't just get attention, it anchors it. Pick-yourselfers understand this. Eye contact is a mirror. When you lock eyes with someone, you show them who you are, and you invite them to reveal who they really are. Not with bravado, not with arrogance, with clarity. A steady gaze says, I know who I am, I know why I'm here, and I don't need your approval to continue. Most people were raised to avoid confrontation, but pick-yourselfers were reborn to confront truth. Starting with the way we show up in a conversation, a room, a moment. Because the eyes, they don't lie. And yours say, I picked myself already, now it's your move. Habit 2. Speaking with fewer but stronger words. The average person fills silence with noise. Pick-yourselfers fill it with weight. There's a myth that if you talk a lot, you must know a lot. But you and I both know, volume isn't wisdom, and verbosity isn't confidence. In fact, the need to explain everything is often a symptom of one thing: doubt. The habit to master here is verbal precision. It's the ability to pause, think, then drop your words like hammers. Not to dominate, but to resonate. Look here, think of it like this, my friend. A whisper from someone who knows who they are hits harder than a shout from someone who doesn't. That's what you're aiming for. Power with presence. Calm with clarity. When you speak with intention, people stop multitasking. They stop checking their phone. They lean in. Why? Because your words earned their attention. You're not broadcasting. You're transmitting. Pick-yourselfers don't talk to impress. We talk to impact. And we don't use 10 words when 4 will shift the room. It's a practice, a discipline, a form of self-respect that says, my voice matters. I don't need to wrap it in filler for it to be heard. And if you ever doubt how powerful this is, watch how leaders move. They don't ramble, they don't over-justify, they speak, pause, and let the silence do the rest. So, here's the truth. The fewer words you use, the more power each one carries. Respect follows the one who can say less and mean more. Habit 3, keeping your promises, especially to yourself. Okay, now this is where most people lose the game before it even starts. You know why? They make promises they never plan to keep. I'm going to wake up early. I'll start on Monday. This time, I mean it. Blah, blah, blah. And then what happens? They bail. Again, quietly. Without a scene, without a sound. But make no mistake, your subconscious is keeping score. Every time you tell yourself you'll do something and don't, you're not just skipping a task, you're eroding trust with the most important person in your life, you. Pick-yourselfers play a different game. We understand that the most dangerous broken promise isn't to a friend, a partner, or a boss. It's the one you break with yourself, because it rewrites your identity every time you do it. You stop seeing yourself as capable, as dependable, as powerful, and slowly, almost imperceptibly, you become someone who doubts their own word. But when you flip that, when you keep the promise, even when you're tired, even when no one's watching, even when it's inconvenient, everything changes. You start to feel different, stand different, walk into rooms with a different kind of gravity. Why? because you know something most people don't. Your integrity isn't just a moral trait, it's a personal power source. And every kept promise charges it. This is how confidence is built, not by loud affirmations or external praise, but by proof. Proof that you said you would, and you did. Proof that your word is law in your life. That's how respect is commanded. Not by seeking validation, but by living in a way that makes your presence undeniable. Pick yourselfers don't just talk about consistency, we are the evidence of it. So the next time you say, "I got this," make sure the version of you that hears it believes it. Because respect starts with self-respect. And self-respect starts with follow-through. Habit 4, protecting your energy. Like it's currency. Every time you answer a call that drains you, scroll through junk that numbs you, or argue with someone who just wants to be right, you're not just wasting time. You're bleeding energy, and energy is the real currency of the successful. Most people think they're burned out because they're doing too much. Truth is, they're just doing too much of the wrong stuff with the wrong people in the wrong environments for the wrong reasons. Pick yourselfers know better. We guard our energy like high performers guard their calendars, ruthlessly. We don't do vibe checks. We do audits. Who's fueling the fire and who's feeding the fog that keeps you unclear, unfocused, and emotionally exhausted? Because here's the thing, energy leaks are silent killers. They don't show up as explosions. They show up as hesitation, frustration, and fatigue that creeps into your vision and robs you of momentum. That's why inside Pick Yourself for Success, we teach what we call your return on energy, or ROE. Just like investors track ROI, you've got to measure, is this relationship giving me energy or stealing it? Is this task creating momentum or just movement? Is this conversation nourishing my future or just feeding my ego? Return on energy changes how you show up. You stop doing things out of guilt. You stop chasing validation. You make energy a strategic filter, not just a feeling. Respect isn't just about how loud you speak. It's about how well you manage your presence. When people see you moving with intention, making sharp decisions, and not entertaining nonsense, they feel it. You don't chase. You don't over-explain. You don't show up where you're not celebrated. Your focus is sacred. Your peace is non-negotiable. Pick Yourselfers don't apologize for being unavailable to chaos. We've got goals, missions, and futures too important to spend our power on pettiness. So if it doesn't align with your purpose, if it doesn't elevate your mind or move the needle forward, let it go. Block it out. Shut it down. Because every minute you spend managing distractions is a minute you're not building greatness. And you didn't pick yourself to be average. You picked yourself to be exceptional. And exceptional people protect their energy and maximize their return on it. If this principle resonates with you, there's more inside Pick Yourself for Success, where we show you exactly how to build routines, relationships, and a rhythm around your highest return on energy. There's a link in the description area to grab your copy. Habit 5, dressing like you're headed somewhere important. Let's get one thing straight. This isn't about suits, designer labels, or chasing trends. This is about intentionality, presence, self-respect. Most people dress to blend in. Pick Yourselfers dress to step in, into purpose, into alignment, into rooms we weren't always invited to but now belong in. Your clothes are a message, not to impress others, but to signal to yourself and to the world that you take yourself seriously. Because how you show up physically affects how you show up mentally. When you're slouched in sweatpants, dragging through your day, you're subconsciously telling yourself, this day doesn't matter. But when you dress like it does, like something big might happen, everything changes. You walk different, think sharper, speak with more conviction. That shift, that's not about fabric. It's about frequency. Pick Yourselfers don't get ready. We stay ready. We treat every day like a stage. Because life doesn't give you dress rehearsals. Opportunities don't always knock when you're prepped and polished. Sometimes they catch you in line at the grocery store or scrolling at a coffee shop. And when they do, how you present yourself matters. Dressing with intention isn't vanity, it's strategy. It says, I respect this moment. I respect myself, I respect where I'm going. And if that still sounds superficial, ask yourself this. Would you trust a surgeon in flip-flops? Would you follow a speaker who looked like they just rolled out of bed? People respond to signals, and you are always signaling. So, no, you don't need to be flashy, but you do need to look like you have somewhere to be, even if that place is your own future. Because pick-yourselfers don't wait for big moments to start showing up like they matter. We show up like that daily, and that's what creates the big moments in the first place. Here's the truth. No one's coming to crown you. You want to be respected? Start living in a way that makes you proud. Pick yourself. Show up different. Build the habits that do the talking for you. If you're a real one, a pick-yourselfer, drop the word respect in the comments. Tell us which of these habits you're mastering right now. And if you know someone who's overdue for a level up, share this with them. Respect isn't something you chase. It's something you attract by becoming someone who no longer needs it. Because when you stop begging for validation, that's when the world starts paying attention. Stay focused, stay dangerous, and above all, stay ready.